This show may contain explicit lyrics. Listener discretion is advised.
What up, Vancouver? It's your man G1 the G Wizzle, straight out Toronto the 6, you zimmy? You're now listening to the Urban Renewal Project on Vancouver Co-op Radio, CFRO 100.5 FM, Vancouver's #1 hip-hop show. Every Tuesday from 10 p.m. to midnight Pacific Standard Time. Shout out my homegirl DJ Denise. You already know what it is, you zimmy? Zin.
Now who will drop a jewel? That's cool. Plus take you to school. It's the Urban Renewal Project, where they project what's best in the south of the north, plus all the way west. Vancouver and the surrounding area. Don't get perturbed in the verbs. You know they're taking care of your blast. The broadcast shine a light so bright. The 10 to 12 is a delight. Every Tuesday night on 100.5, aka Co-op Radio, and it just don't stop. You rock, you rock, you rock.
Yes, yes. Urban Renewal Project in the house. I'm speaking with Imperetiv all the way from Toronto. We're doing a live slash pre-recorded event right here. Imperetiv, please introduce yourself. You're a Vancouver native.
Yeah, well, actually, I'm not a Vancouver native.
Oh.
I actually moved out to Vancouver about 10 years ago in 2008.
Oh.
I was there for about 11 years, and then I moved back to Ontario just recently. So
Fire. That's dope.
yeah, this is Imperetiv, and it's Peretiv.
Okay, well, I guess I've only known you in Vancouver, so that's nice to get that history there. So what brought you to Vancouver that 11 years ago?
I originally moved out for snowboarding.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. I originally moved out for snowboarding. I was kind of pursuing the kind of professional career. I was filming videos, shooting videos, and then and I was working at a snowboard shop, and then I actually collapsed my eye socket filming a trick, and from there, that's what led me to sort of get into music.
Oh, damn. Oh my gosh, yeah. Snowboarding is like such a it's a contact sport for real. Like, you could hurt yourself even though it's one person out there. Oh
yeah. We were out in the backcountry of Mount Seymour. Hit a 50-foot jump and then landed with my knee in my face, and then it shattered my eye socket. And we were in the backcountry, so I rode out for 45 minutes. Like, my face was bleeding, my nose, I was a mess. My face was swollen. But yeah, that that's what kind of got me into music, though, is because after that I wasn't that into snowboarding anymore. I wasn't into breaking my face, and
right.
But I still needed a creative outlet, and so that's what got me into music.
Oh my gosh. Okay, and so your younger brother was into music and doing audio engineering.
Yeah, he was going to school at Payday actually at the time, and so he was doing some hip hop stuff. That's what he was into. I mean, I always was a fan of the music and the culture. And I just figured, why not? And I picked up a MIDI keyboard and just some like pirated software, and tried getting going from there.
Oh my gosh! Wow, and that was history after that.
Yeah, pretty much. So I mean, that's why a lot of people, I consider Vancouver home for sure in terms of music. That's where I got my start in music. That's where everything sort of came music-wise. I lived in Vancouver as a city longer than any other city. My family moved around a lot. So I may not be native, but Vancouver is definitely home to me.
Okay. But
yeah.
Damn, yeah, and I just recently heard about your move too. We were talking over the summer and stuff, and like back.
Yeah, we'd always run into each other at events and stuff too.
For real, yeah, it's been crazy. Like just seeing you out randomly and like you doing your thing and working with all the artists in Vancouver. Like it feels like I bet you, since you said you've been here the longest, it kind of feels like home to you.
Yeah, 100%. I sent you last night, actually, just so everyone listening knows. I sent Denise photos from when Jay West and I were on the show, like way back in like 2013 or 2014. That was back at the old location as well.
Yeah, we were doing the whole renovation at the old Co-op Radio, and we had to move out for a little bit. For like, I think it was like about 2 or 3 years, actually. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think this is the first time I've been back on the show. So in true fashion, this is full circle.
Yes. Oh yeah. So we'll post up those photos for the social media people so they could check out exactly what's going on. But that's so dope. So you made some really like amazing roots out in Vancouver, like hooking up with Hip Hop Vancouver and all those people. Tell us about how all those connections came about.
Just being in the scene. I mean, Vancouver, it's a tight knit scene. I mean, it's tight knit, but there's also it's quite big. Like I swear, like every week I was in Vancouver, I was finding out about someone new. But when you start going to enough shows and you start you start to learn who's who. Just how you and I met in the beginning as well. Dali was my connection to hip hop Vancouver. I think he's back in Ontario now as well.
Oh,
I could be wrong.
Okay.
Yeah, and I think John Z's heading up to Hip Hop Vancouver, but connected with Cass, who was editor for Hip Hop Canada as well. She's out of Vancouver. I don't think she's doing Hip Hop Canada anymore. She's doing some other stuff.
Yep.
But yeah, you just go into the shows, and I was working with Jay West at the time, and we were doing all of our live shows. I was his DJ and hype man. So being at all those shows, you just meet everyone.
Yep. Yeah, these shows around town. Did you do I see Action Bronson and Big Crit and the Redman. You guys open for those guys too, and Cameron? Yeah,
we were opening for those guys. Cameron, Action Bronson, Big Crit, Dizzy Wright. Hard to keep track. It's been a while now too.
Those are the big names, but it must have been so much fun to be on stage with the icons, right? Like
100%. I mean, it's really cool. I miss being on the stage, to be honest. Like since not working with Jay West as much anymore, I'm just more in the studio making beats and going to record with artists and produce the tracks. But I do miss being on stage. There's definitely a thrill and an adrenaline to it for sure.
Exactly, yeah. That big adrenaline and the big stage too, and the hype of the crowd. That's what gets people the most, I bet.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's such a different feeling. I mean, you DJ, so you know more. You know firsthand.
Oh my gosh. Well, yeah, I feel you. But when you're making the music yourself, like it's your track, like you get the energy like tenfold.
Yeah, I mean, I know you make some beats as well. So I mean, you'll appreciate this. One of my greatest moments was actually we opened up for Pharoah Monch, and Ninth Wonder came up to me, and he's like, "Yo, is that your machine up there on stage?" And I was like, "Yeah." And I'm like, "What?" And then we just started shooting the shit about like machine and production and that. So that's one of my coolest memories. Like it wasn't me, fanning out and going up to him. He kind of came up to me, and it took me a second to register. Like Ninth Wonder's talking to me right now.
Wow, yeah, exactly. And you're able to like give him little tips and things, tricks on how to work your machine. That's fire.
Yeah.
just reminiscing over like things that you have in common. That's so dope when you're on stage. I feel you on that. Like we got to do the Wu-Tang show with Ndidi, and it was crazy just hanging out with everybody in the green room. It was crazy, like just
these people you've been listening to for years, and now you're sharing a stage and backstage. Yeah,
exactly. Wow. But now you have an EP out too. So many artists are featured on this. This project is amazing. Like tell us about the beginnings and how you guys came about working on and putting this project together.
Well, I've been thinking about doing a project for a minute. As I mentioned, Jay West isn't rapping anymore. Like pursuing it in the sense of doing shows and recording albums and stuff.
You got about the Interlude though. That's what's fire. That's the
yeah. That's that's part of the full. Everything's got a bit of a tie-in to this full circle. So I was working a job, and they had me driving. 15 hours north up to Prince George and Fort St. John, and I had all this time on my hands to think, and I just, for some reason, the words full circle just kind of resonated with me, and I was going through a lot, and all of a sudden I was like, you know what, I'm going to do a project called Full Circle, because it would have been my first project after doing music for about 10 years, so it just sort of all made sense. And then I ended up losing my job, and it's ironic, it happened on the exact same day that I flew out to Vancouver originally.
Oh, what?
Yeah, like there's some crazy like coincidences on this. Yeah, so Full Circle started, and so I decided to move, and I started this project, so I had to figure out what tracks I already had. So I had the track, the outro, Pray For Him with Name Tobias. We had already recorded that back in 2016.
Wow.
And it was sitting collecting dust. But it's such a fire track. Like, good music ages well. But I knew I wanted Jay West on there because he was the first artist that I released music with and kind of more or less worked with in the history. Junk is the newest artist that I've connected with Vancouver. He's the one who really revived me and what I was doing and gave me more of like a focus and purpose.
Okay.
So I had to get him on there. A1 and I had just been talking a lot, and we had a track sitting there. It was supposed to be his track, and then I was just kind of like begged him. I was like, yo, I need this on my project. So we worked something out there. So I got that.
That's fire.
Had the track recorded with Shamel Wave. So I added that, and then the track with Shabazz we made happen just before I moved, and then I got Mickey Fax from New York on there, and that's so when I injured myself snowboarding, I was making a video part, and I used one of Mickey Fax's songs way back then in 2008. So 10 years later, on my first project, I now have Mickey Fax on that project. So there's that full circle aspect. Yeah.
So full circle. I'm curious. As Shamel, is he from? He's from the United States as well.
Yeah, Shamel's from Boston.
Boston. Okay. I remember because I remember we tagged when you first sent the project. Well, the Waves track out.
Yeah. Shamel's from Boston. I've been using Instagram heavy for a minute now, and I really see the power in Instagram and networking more so say than Facebook. And even now, like, I can talk later about some of the people I've networked and connected with just by the power of the internet. And but yeah, Shamel, I came across his profile and didn't really know much about him, but I liked what I heard, and I was like, yo, this is dope. And it started off just like sending a message like, hey man, your stuff's dope. And then we just went back and forth, and then I think it took about a year, but he sent me some rough demos on some stuff, but I think he was still finding himself as an artist, like his voice, what he wanted to talk about.
Yeah.
And then we got Wave in, and it came out really dope.
Yes. Well.
So I apologize too. So you can hear my there's a dog barking in the background. So
you're all good. Yeah. Well, this is the quarantine files. We got.
Yeah. This is the real home edition. So.
Exactly. The home editions are being recorded right now. I was gonna say we can fly into the interlude right now. What is it called? What's West's
Interlude.
Because his lyrics, his bars are fire. Like, I want to make sure we get. Please, introduce this track, and we'll come right back right after it, because it's only like a really short 2-minute track, right?
Yeah. So all bars, no hook. This is West's Interlude featuring Jay West. West is the first artist I ever worked with, so I had to get him on this project. We made it happen. He's always been one of my favorite rappers and lyricists, and that's the reason why I started working with him. He hadn't been in the booth probably in 3-4 years, I want to say.
Okay.
And we went to Nova Studios in North Vancouver with Jamie Cuse, and I think it took him maybe most like 4 takes. I just had to tell him he had 2 different kind of tones to his voice, and we just had to decide which tone. Other than that, I mean, I've never had to tell him what to do rapping, and he came through on this one for sure.
Wow. Okay, here we go. Urban Renewal Project. It's the COVID editions, COVID-19 edition number 3. Here we go. Thank you so much, Imperetiv.
Yeah, Wes and I, we linked, and like right away we connected. It hit home what we were doing, what he was doing, what I was doing musically, and we just started making music together, and it just worked, and we were making the music we wanted to make, and about the shit that we were doing.
Check it. Yo, hard or soft, all for guap. Neighbors would call the cops, said they heard mad shots and mad noise. No biggie, but we some bad boys. Connection good, all I'm sending is facts, boy. Black toys, type to come with extendos. Money was short, where did my friends go? Back in the day, I went from Hondas to Benzos. Now I'm trying to pull up in Enzos. Yeah, I came from full of potential to win it. Yo, I did it, hit my crescendo. Peeking off that she straight geeking, popping bottles and listening to the the weekend. After that, we get to freaking. Soaking wet, yo, she let me swim in the deep end. Listen, my lines is real, but not fishing. I with them bricks, homie, but all my shots swishing. I put my wrist in the pot, whipping. Highest heat, yeah, you know that we in the hot kitchen. Trigger, finger wrapped up around the Glock itching. My only enemy time, baby, the clock ticking. One eye open, see how them ops living. My dog Curry, if you get caught slipping. Not sticking, sauce dripping. All this Gucci up on me, it got them thoughts wishing. Yeah, they sell they soul for a handbag. Sell that quick for a brand tag. Louis Vuitton, Chanel bag. You can't keep up with that lifestyle, oh well then. Yo, she'll be on to the next, on to the next. You becoming her ex, she needed it more than sex. You even knew she had rep on the gram though? You thought it's easy to flex, huh? Damn bro, said he's living his best life. All the pictures he posting showing he gets live. But what you won't see, and what you don't see, is now he's stressing cause homie can't get his rent right. Me, I'm fly, that's jet lag. My currency is protected cause I invest right. It's part of my name, yeah, with the west side. My fam good, I buy my wifey the X5, and I buy me a fucking house. Yo, I remember sleeping on couches. I remember being like 13, filling up them bags with work and stuffing them up in my hoodie pouches. Started with less than an ounce. Yo, now what's a couple 100,000? More snow than a mountain, more dough than I'm counting, more flow than a fountain, 4-4 on the counter. Graduated with no cap and gown. The forecast was cloud, was no cash around. Now the money comes so fast, it's wild. It's all laughter now, I can't hold back the smiles. Dig it? What you saying, homie, you with it? Quit it, it's imperative that you listen. Full circle, man, it's smaller than it's ever been. That's all love to my brother, man.
Due to the COVID-19 outbreak, the programming schedule at Co-op Radio has been altered. You may hear repeats of old programming, pre-recorded episodes, and special broadcasts overriding certain shows. Thank you for your listenership and patience during this time, and remember to wash your hands.
Yes, Imperetiv. Thank you so much for chilling with us. That's fire. Like, so how did you come up with the beat concept on that? You were saying how you were working hard on making sure that Jay West came through with the tones, but
So West he would be rapping kind of to industry beats, like, you know, just stuff he would hear on the radio, stuff he has on his phone and his iTunes and whatnot. And so he let me know, like, this one track he had bars to that he wrote to. So it's kind of a different process for me, but I had to take this song that he had already wrote to and then kind of make something that was similar but different. So it's kind of hard. So I had I knew the tempo. And so I started with that, and I started with the drums, got something similar in the drums and the feel. And then from there, so the original track had some guitar. And so I hit up my guy, RJ Passon, who's out in New York, and he recorded the guitar for me. And I laid down some electric piano and the drums and a bass line, and then he played the guitar over that and sent it to me. And then that's more or less the beat right there. And then a lot of the other effects and stuff we added in post with Jamie Cuse.
Nice. Oh my gosh. That's so simple and just so fresh too, all in one. Like that's
it's usually most people start with they just start from scratch. So having something though like that you got to try and make it sound similar but different. It's a tough process.
Yeah, but I've been watching Timbaland's masterclass, and he was talking the same thing. Like he's saying basically like you can't really get exactly what another producer's done, but you can get close. So that's tight how you guys were able to work that out and work together, you know, so closely too. That's dope.
Yeah, we made it happen. So it was actually that session. We were just getting the track. I hadn't fully finalized a lot of the stuff on the project even at that point. And when we were in for that session, Jamie Cuse, so a big part of this project is thanks to Jamie Cuse, but he was just like, yo, you just got to book 2 days with me and we just got to finish this project. And I was like still heeing and hawing, and he's like, no man, just book 2 days and we're going to get this done. So by booking that, it just, we got it done.
It was a wrap. I see. And it shows. My gosh. Yeah, this body of work is dope. Like you must be really proud of your work right now. I see you working hard on Instagram and getting those the promotion's up too. That's super important, right? Like you were saying, like Instagram. It's worldwide. It's way better than Facebook right now.
Yeah, Facebook, you kind of connect with just the friends and family you already have. Instagram, using like things like hashtags and different things like that, you can reach a wider audience, and that's why, yeah, I've been grinding hard on that, because these days music is like 20% of this. You could have the best music out there, but if no one's hearing it, then yeah.
So important. Yeah, exactly. You're right. Oh my gosh. Do you have a story from the craziest place that you performed at to tell our listeners?
The craziest place performed at. So Wes and I, it was in Vancouver. We didn't really travel. We did most of our shows in Vancouver. I haven't really performed with anyone else yet, though things might change in the future. But Wes and I, we opened up for South Korea, the Good Korea. It was like their largest artist. It would be like the Jay-Z and Kanye out of South Korea.
Wow.
We got hit up by someone West had gone to school with, and asked if we would open, and it was at the Harbor Event Center.
Nice.
And we were the only, I hate saying that, we were the only white people there, and so, but like that's just the way it was, right? And so we were like, man, we don't know how this is going to work. Like, we got Korean artists, like we're opening for Korean artists for a Korean fan base, right? They don't know who we are. So like, we're not sure how this is going to go. We got on stage, and it's crazy, the different culture, like normal Vancouver culture and like shows, like versus their culture. The second we got on, they were rocking with us start to finish. Like when we finished, they were like asking for our autographs. There was people buying us shots at the bar. Like the culture is so different and amazing. Like it was mind blowing. Like we were in Vancouver, but we felt like we were somewhere else.
Oh my God. Well, yeah, the music moves them, right? You gotta pay respect. Like I know what you're saying about the Vancouver culture. People, like, they're all in their feelings, or if they're artists, they just stand back.
They stand back, they tap their foot, they'll give you a high five, a dap, but like other than that, they're not getting into it.
Right.
And I've heard that about like just culture outside of North America too, like in Japan and you go anywhere else, if you're a performer, they respect that and they just want to party with you.
That's what's up, because you are an artist, you're a performer, you're a creator, you're moving the crowd. That makes so much sense. Like, people got to get with that program, seriously.
100%. Loosen up, lighten up, and enjoy the music.
Yeah, learn something new. Even like walk, like people. People are people. Like you could be a creator, an artist. You can put people on pedestals, but still, like, go and reach out. Say, I really like that. Like, yeah, I see what you're saying there. It's serious.
Yeah.
Like, get those autographs, get that connection, get the Instagram, like, follow,
and just vibe out when people are performing. Like, you don't have to sit there like too cool. Like, if you're feeling it, bop your head. Move your hands. Like,
yeah. Yeah, maybe it's a thing where people don't know how to dance and they're insecure.
There's that too. There's definitely that.
The two-step just isn't working enough for them, but still. Damn. Oh yeah, Imperetiv. We should make sure people can get you on social media. Please, I know you have all the socials locked down. Tell people how they can get you at.
Yeah, it's super easy because I've got a unique name, but everything is just at Imperetiv. So it's just Imperetiv. I just spell it phonetically. So again, Imperetiv. So basically any website, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, it's all the same.
Sweet. Oh my gosh. Nice and simple. That's how we love it.
Yeah. No underscores, no numbers, right. No dashes. Yeah.
Yep. Keep it uniform. That's what's up.
Yeah.
Do you have any producers that you would also like to collab with? Like, have you had that idea?
Actually, that's an interesting question, because for 2020, last year I didn't really do many collabs. I had done very few collabs. I like being in control. I'll be honest, and that's I like to think of myself as kind of like the wizard behind the curtain a little bit. But I do see the benefit in collabs, so I wanted to collab more with artists. So what I started was, I said at the start of 2020, I was going to do a one collab a month. And I just put it out on social media. I want to do one collab a month. That's it, because then I can schedule it. I'll pencil everyone in, and then that way I make sure it gets done. The response was crazy, and I end up having to book like 2 to 3 a month. So far I've worked with, in January, IR Evan out of Vancouver. Romano on the beat. I met him at Ill Minds Past the Aux. We got one. I did one with Bugatti Beats. Who else did I do? Bugatti Beats and Nick Rhymes out of Calgary.
Okay.
And then I've got two more that I was supposed to do for March. I'm a little bit behind just because I'm down my computer right now. But I've got 2 collabs, one with Jubril out of Vancouver and one with Alan Smooth. And I think I don't think he's rated. I think he might be out of Richmond.
Oh, okay. So yeah, BC boy.
Yeah, and then I've still got a calendar full of people for the rest of the year. So lots of collabs this year.
Wow, that's so much. Oh my gosh, your calendar must be just full. You're like, okay, who am I gonna work with now?
Well, yeah, it's all set. Like, I have people still like, yo, you want to collab? And I have to be like, no, I did this calendar. Unfortunately, this year I'm tapped for collabs because I still got to work on my own stuff as well.
Exactly, yeah. Make sure to keep self in the forefront.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what's up. Whoa. And thank you very much for taking the time out to chat with us here at URP.
I appreciate you having me. Like I said, it's kind of a full circle moment as well, just being back on here chatting with you.
Yeah, and it's such a different format. I didn't even know what to do at first, but I had all the equipment at home, so I was like, you know what? Why the hell not put together a little, record the show? Like, there's no worries. Like, we can still talk on the phone. We don't have to be in the same room. Like, the conversation's still the conversation, right?
Yeah, we got to get creative during these times. 100%. Like, I'd suggest too. I'm glad you didn't because I'm not ready today. But you should be recording like video, and then you have stuff for social media content as well.
Yeah. Well, my space isn't the greatest, so it's kind of.
I feel yeah.
I'm like, okay, let's do this audio. I have a little tiny corner in my spot, so I really need it. In Vancouver, it's expensive for space and stuff like that. I wish I had my own little studio I could go to and like work it out for real, because like I do have so much equipment and it needs to be stretched out so that I can actually play with it all.
Yeah, I feel it. I was just making the suggestion.
Oh, thank you very much. Like, I want to get there. Like, I put up a little GoFundMe page for myself too, so maybe I can actually get there one day. And
there you go.
Yeah, I've been working on Final Cut Pro too, so I'm gonna be able to do that video stuff. So I'll get there. So thank you very much for giving me the boost.
Yeah, like I see a lot of people getting creative right now. Especially with like live shows, because we can't like a lot of artists can't do the live shows. I did a live album release party for Full Circle, which was a kind of cool, and like you were saying, it's a different format, right? And we just gotta adapt right now and figure out, okay, well, how can we still reach people? And people need to be entertained still too.
Exactly, yeah, because sitting at home is getting super boring. Like, I know I know my parents are dealing with it a lot, like, because they're older and it's just like they just don't know what to do. But I've been giving them like lists and lists of suggestions. Learn a new language. Duolingo. Duolingo is super simple. You can put it on your phone. You can play it like it's takes up a lot of time. And I told my mom to start learning some piano chords too. She can teach herself on YouTube on her little tablet. So they got a piano.
There you go.
So yeah, I was like, yeah, you could break up your day like that. It's almost like school. You just give yourself lessons every minute.
100%. Like I'm still trying to find, like right now my computer's down. Like I said, I'm trying to learn this MPC 2000.
Fire.
So I had it sitting around, and just because of having a computer, it's just easier workflow on the computer. So now I have no computer. I'm just like, all right. So I'm teaching myself the MPC. I'm also making a vegetable garden out back as well.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's what's up. I have an MPC 2000, so I'm like, I have to, but I need the old discs too. I have the startup disc, but I'm just like, I don't know.
I was gonna say, I thought you got the MPC 2000. You're on the 2000 XL, right?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, so we're on the same unit.
Oh shit! Okay.
I think you bought the one that I wanted.
Oh shit!
Because I saw that you bought it, and I was talking to some guy off Craigslist for that, and then he's like, "Oh, I sold it," and then you were like, "I just got this MPC."
Oh yeah,
I was like, damn, TJ Denise.
Oh damn. Yeah, so I'm hung up too, because I'm like, oh man, how do I get this going? But I'm doing a bunch of videos too.
You know what I did? I swapped my drive.
Oh, did you?
My drive. Yeah, I went on mpcstuff.com and I got SD card. And I installed
that's why you sent your computer in. Okay.
Yeah, so I got an SD card in my MPC now, and so this I can just easily it's just a small, like cameras use this, and you can connect it to the computer easy, and it's a lot easier and more compact than like the floppy disk.
Oh, okay, that's all I need. All right, I was like, I gotta go find that so I can hook it up somehow. But
yeah, I'll send you the link after this. It's super easy to install too. Yeah.
Holy shit. Yeah, no, I've been like really batting my head together because I've been creating beats for so long, and I'm just like, why don't I put out like my own EP? I actually, one of my ideas is to do what you've done too, and like maybe do like a URP collab kind of mixtape so that a bunch of artists have been on the show can just rock some rhymes on like a couple beats that DJ Denise has done, So
all I'll say to that is 100% and do it.
Okay. Yeah, that's the vibe.
100%. If you got any questions, definitely hit me up. Like, I want to see. I think that's a great idea, and I would love to hear your beats and out there.
Yes. Exactly. Oh my gosh. Okay. So get back on Imperativ. But wow, you have done so much during this COVID-19 thing. Like, how do you feel about the current musical situation? Because you talked about people are finding new ways of doing things. Like, tell us how you feel things have been going. Like, especially like in the U.S. market with music. Because I just saw Drake put out his new what's it, Tootsie?
Yeah, the Tootsie slide.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he did the video inside his mansion. I mean, we don't all have Drake mansions to film music videos, but lucky Drake, it like looks like a dope video.
Right.
But I've read that streams for artists are actually down and musicians.
Really?
Which is kind of contrary. Most people will be like, okay, not as many people are working, people are at home. But what I think is happening is people are more so on Netflix. Because if you think about when you listen to music and digest music, a lot of it's when you go to work, you're wearing you got your iPhone, you got your headphones on the bus or train,
right?
Or you're in the car, right? Like I know I bumped a lot of my music when I was in the car,
right.
And so now when people aren't there, so I know a lot of artists are struggling. So if you're out there listening to music, I saw a dope article, and I've been trying to do this myself, and it said to a lot of people are experiencing anxiety over everything.
Yeah.
But try and pick 3 records and just listen to them straight. Like just lie back, sit back, no distractions, no phones, just listen to the music.
Exactly. Back to front. You gotta do that.
Yeah, so I've been doing that with my records, like actual vinyl, and that's how I've been finding samples as well for the MPC. But I've been trying to just go 3 straight, and I just like lie down on the carpet and I just like take it in and digest it.
Ooh, Dr. Dre style.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. This is straight up the intro scene right there to NWA.
That's what's up. Oh my gosh. No, that's what I've been doing too. Like even taking it back, it's been crazy because I've been going back a little bit further. Like I've been digging up some Just Ice records and just like like I don't know. It's old school hip hop that I don't know how many people would know, but yeah, and like Nikki D and a bunch of people from New York and stuff like that. Rick. But yeah,
I mean, if you got the time, right? Like, I feel like now that there's all this time, it's like, I can go listen to this stuff. Like, right? It feels like, there's a lot of anxiety, but I feel like there's less urgency because like people aren't having to go to work. You're not stressing about your timetable.
Yep.
So there is a little bit more time to do those fun things that you didn't really get to before.
Exactly. Yeah, there's so much time now. You could just do what you want. Like, I don't know. Yeah, good ideas probably would be to, like you were saying, fill up your calendar with things to do and like make sure you execute them. Like just be accountable to yourself. I'd say that
100%. Yeah, because if you don't, like it's so easy to sit on the couch, watch TV, watch Netflix, play video games. In terms of the industry as well, I mean, I know myself personally, and I've talked to a few other artists. Like so with Full Circle coming out, I did 7-inch records for the first single.
Nice.
Which sold out, and then COVID hit, and then I dropped the CDs. I just continued with my plan because I got to keep moving forward. So I released the CDs, which were limited edition, and the cassettes. But it sold some, and then it just came to kind of a halt as soon as like stuff really hit home. People were getting laid off. Hard copies are kind of like I've seen some other artists out there. We've been supporting each other. After we get off this call, I'm going to go purchase Surreal's album.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, he grabbed my album. So I mean, there's artists out there supporting artists, but I feel like people don't know what's happening with the economy and everything. So hard copies, if you were going to, I'd say hold off for now. As much as I love hard copies, it's just timing.
Exactly.
So I think people got to chill on that and just focus on the streams. And that being said, like if entertainment's still going to happen. So I think a lot of producers and rappers and artists, they got to find ways to get into some of these TV shows.
Exactly.
So
well, Ellis figured it out, right?
Yeah. Well, like not even the acting, but like just getting your music in there. Because if you get that, and if people are watching that on Netflix, like you can start building up your royalty checks and stuff like that. Okay. I mean, you just got to get creative. You know, it's new times, new territory, and we got to find out, you know, new ways of doing things.
Exactly. Oh my gosh! All right, well, we should get into some more music.
Sounds good.
I'm sure I have what I have in front of me here. Oh, I have Waves ready to go. Or do you want to rock Humble God first? Because I think Humble God we've never played on URP yet.
Yeah, Humble God. I know you've had A1 on the show before.
Yes.
So yeah, whichever you want. A1's Vancouver, so why don't we go with that?
Okay, cool.
Humble God.
Yeah, we'll play and then we'll come right back to you. All right.
Sounds good.
Thank you so much for hanging in with us.
Thank you.
Yeah, Urban Renewal Project COVID-19 edition number 3. Here we go.
Been the one they lot of hate. Always knew I had to keep the pace. Slow and steady, used to win the race. But now the struggle's real, you gotta get the cake. So we keep it going, cause you never quit. They don't hold it down, they irrelevant. I was heaven sent, had to see the light. Pop slept, I had to be the light. I was living life but couldn't see it right. Didn't realize that I could see at night. Now I see the path, it's been a long run. But we just getting started, we not done. Never had much, so we hustle hard. Been a long journey, got a lot of scars. See my life in these lines, that's a lot of bars. I'ma rise to the top till I see the stars. Always keep it going, trying to keep the peace. Say they hold it down, yet they never reach. We been busy working, see us in these streets. Hear us in the booths, got a lot of heat. Gotta stay connected like it's Wi-Fi. They don't make an effort, I'm like, why try? Cause I'm busy working, ain't got 9 lives. Keep it stress-free in these high times. We got one life, made a couple wrongs. We can save that for another song. If they down the ride, we can get it on. If they don't relate, we can't get along. I don't know them guys if they talking shit. Been a real one, never started shit. All I speak the truth, I put my heart in this. They heard a lot of facts when I started this. Didn't hit as hard as I thought it did, but the place full, got a lot of biz. I'ma never stop, I got a lot to give. They ain't booking you if you ain't got the hit. It's a lot of rappers looking counterfeit. The game really, can we count on it? They been playing games since day one, but I stay real, that's A1. Tell them say something if it's hard to beat, but I keep it real. I ain't tryna preach, tryna pay the way, tryna make a wave, call it and one. If you make the fade, we gon' get paid like every day. Gotta get it each and every way. Always showing love, never with the hate. Always put in work, that is no debate. Ask about me cause they say I'm great. A humble guy that never show up late. A loving guy that get a lot of hate, but a solid movement what he tryna make. So they can't relate, can't spare a light. I swear to God I'm like another type. It's like another day, it's just another fight. Always tryna argue cause they see it right. Gotta make a point, maybe buddy needs to smoke a joint. Maybe you really don't get the point. Gotta get the coin, gotta earn respect. Gotta put in work if you want the check. Gotta take a loss with the same respect. Gotta stay in check, gotta pay the rent. Need that evidence for the case. When we gon' start talking about race? When we gon' start talking all this hate? When we gon' pay homage to the greats? Everybody working tryna get the cake. Some keep it real, some keep it fake. That's why I just can't relate. I'm too busy tryna demonstrate, tryna motivate. Feel like it was fate, tryna elevate, tryna be great. Gotta keep it moving, hustle every day, each and every way. Always on the way, working gotta save. Working like a slave till you got it made. Drinks by the pool, they be throwing shade. Get it on the way, push it out the way. Got what it takes, we ain't never late. We be on the way, gotta keep the pace so we keep it straight. Didn't hit as hard as I thought it did, but the place full, got a lot of biz. I'ma never stop, I got a lot to give. They ain't booking you if you ain't got the hit. It's a lot of rappers looking counterfeit. The game really, can we count on it? They been playing games since day one, but I stay real, that's A1.
The COVID-19 coronavirus is spreading to more countries globally. While there are still only a small number of cases in Canada, it is important to be prepared. COVID-19 symptoms can mimic the flu and include fever, cough, and difficulty breathing. Encourage those who are sick or showing symptoms to stay home and self-isolate, or to seek medical attention. Wash hands frequently for 20 seconds with soap and water, or disinfect with an alcohol-based hand rub. Avoid touching eyes, mouth, and nose. Practice good respiratory etiquette. Cover your coughs and sneezes with your arm or use a tissue. Clean regularly used surfaces and objects like countertops, doorknobs, and children's toys. Maintain social distance. Stay at least 2 meters away from someone who is coughing or sneezing. Instead of a handshake, use a wave or another greeting. For more up-to-date information on COVID-19, check reliable sources like your local health authority, the Public Health Agency of Canada, or the World Health Organization.
Yes, Urban Renewal Project right here, COVID edition. Imperetiv is chilling with us all the way from Toronto. Oh my God. Imperetiv, where in Toronto are you exactly?
So I'm outside of Toronto. It's just obviously easy to say Toronto, but I'm actually in the Niagara region.
Okay. Yes.
So I'm up in Welland. My brother had moved out here, and then so actually when I moved out west, my brother followed me a couple years later. Then our mom followed us.
Wow.
And then my brother moved back, and my mom moved back, and now I'm back. So the family stays together.
Yes, the family migration. I like that.
Family over everything, right?
Exactly. Oh my gosh, gotta take care of family first, always. Yeah. That's what's up. Now, so what in hip hop spoke to you to like really? Because you were talking about the early days when your brother was into music. Was he into hip hop music first?
Yeah, he was doing some. Yeah, he was doing primarily hip hop.
Okay.
Yeah, I've always been a fan. You know, I listen to a lot of different genres ever since I was a kid. You know, I didn't really live in urban spots, so everything I kind of had to find myself. But it was skateboarding and snowboarding that really brought hip hop into me. You know, two of the main early songs that really like captivated me was Big L, The Fallback.
Oh yeah.
And Wu-Tang Triumph. Like those are two predominant songs that stick out in my brain. But I even had like the earliest hip hop exposure was probably like I had the Salt and Pepper tape, and I remember rocking that on the Walkman. So that's probably like my earliest. But yeah, it was something about the beats, but like at the time I didn't really think about it. It wasn't really until after my accident and I started listening to hip hop, my ears changed, I guess, and I listened to it different. And then you start hearing the samples and you start hearing how like producers chopped it and that's like when I started doing my research. Then it's just like I was just overwhelmed. It was just like how they created it. Like it just became a whole new thing and fixation for me.
Oh my gosh, I can imagine. You're just listening to these echoes and reverbs and like all the samples flying in. You're like, oh, I could do that.
Yeah, and then I just started getting into vinyl and like trying to like, okay, what can I turn into a beat, and like like dissecting Dilla beats, dissecting ski beats, dissecting, like I would go on whosampled.com and I'd like click on like the song Kanye would make, and then I'd go and then list the samples he used, and I'd like listen to the time and like, oh, okay, like that's how that sounds. Then kind of became like a math problem for me, and like I kind of like connected the dots of like the types of sounds and like how it would work, and then applied that science to my own beats.
That's fire. Yeah, you're like a scientist in there, just like dissecting and hearing everything, where it's placed, and oh my gosh, that's amazing. I love hearing the backstory on how you fell in love with the sound of hip hop.
Yeah, like those like I love listening to music. Like I can sit there and listen to music. So this just it's two birds with one stone. I get to listen to things that some people probably have never heard in their lives, right?
Yep.
And and then in turn create something that no one's heard until I put it out there. So it's two birds with one stone there.
That's amazing. Yeah. So just sitting, learning, and listening to music, it's amazing. And like you said, multiple genres. You don't have to be stuck just on one genre forever, because like music comes from everything, right?
Well, yeah, and that's what I love about hip hop as well. And hip hop has had its hate from because of swear words and things like that over the years. But what people don't realize is like hip hop is really every genre, because if you think about sampling, like today I've been going through soul records, I've been going through funk records, I've been going through old prog rock records, like 80s hair metal record, you know what I mean? Wow. And so you can make like hip hop becomes every genre. And if I'm not wrong, I believe hip hop is currently the highest streamed genre of music out right now.
Yeah, I think we had a debate. Was that when on the show you were at Urban Renewal Project?
Maybe.
Because like apparently it's surpassed rock and roll music for
100%. When Kanye, when Yeezy says like we're the new rock stars, like he's not lying.
Right? That's what's up. That's crazy. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Now, do you have any advice for any youngsters coming up in the industry? For advice just on how to get started, or little insight.
I think these days it's a little bit easier for artists and producers. Like, there's a lot of content out there, say on YouTube and that. I know when I first started, there wasn't a ton of that, especially because I started on, I had an MPC, but the pads didn't work, so I resold it, and I ended up getting Machine, which is brand new at the time. So there wasn't as many like tutorials and stuff out there. But there's so much information online. Take your time. Don't rush things. Don't skip steps. Reach out and try and ask. Not everyone's down to help. I'm always down if anyone's listening and has questions about production or royalties, things like that. By all means, reach out. I do run a Facebook group, which I don't know if you're part of, Denise, but it's called the Producer Connect.
Okay.
It's about 250 members now. I started about 2-3 years ago. And I always post tutorials. I post, beat breakdowns and just like anything producer related. Free kits, free sounds. So like there's inspiration, there's motivation, and there's learning materials on there. So if you're listening, you can always look up the Producer Connect on Facebook and just join that. But feel free to reach out to me personally as well.
Amazing. Wow. Okay. The Producer Connect. All right. I'm in it. I'm going to be joining in.
Yeah, I'll add you up for sure. I mean, there's always free kits and like, I don't know, like I'm looking at all this stuff myself, and it just got to a point where a few years ago I was like, why don't I just create a group and like anything I look at I can share, and then it's there too if I want to go back and back reference. But I have no problem sharing knowledge with people. Like there's enough food for all of us to eat. We're all in this passion together. Like I don't think there has to be this like hoarding of information.
Exactly. Yeah, like I was mentioning Timbaland's masterclass. He actually is saying like no producer will ever make the same beat. So it's like, yeah, that's what's up. Like you never know, like everybody's unique. You're gonna hear something and it's gonna be completely different from somebody else.
That's 100%. Like you and I could have both the same sample on the MPC, and we chop it different or do the drums a little bit different. So.
Right? Yeah, our ear's always gonna be different. So that I love that. That's such a good philosophy, and way to go on that. And congratulations on the group. That's dope. You're mentoring people already. I didn't even know that.
Yeah. And you know what? It's funny being out in Ontario as well. Like I don't know people out here as many as I did before, and like most of my friends are in Vancouver. Oh. I'm doing way more FaceTime calls with people, and especially now that COVID's hit as well. Like I just actually this morning I was talking to a guy I met through the Producer Connect out in Japan.
Wow.
Yeah. So he actually, if you see the hard copy of Full Circle, there's I put an obi strip, which has Japanese words on it, and I actually got him to translate it, and then we've just built this relationship, and he called me today about some information on selling beats and what he thought and like how he should go about it. So it's been cool, and being isolated like we have been, it's cool to have these sort of FaceTime chats and talks with people. It makes us feel less isolated. So
exactly, I gotta break it up, like, and yeah, you're also networking and sharing info back and forth, because that's dope how he was able to translate that for you.
Yeah. So it's a give and a take. Everyone has something to offer. Even if I've been making beats for 10 years and someone's been making beats for 2 years, they might have picked up something in that 2 years that I never knew. So, yeah.
That's dope. Oh my gosh, I love this already. I'm learning so much. Wow. So, what from the Canadian rap ethos have you picked up from your childhood? Like, were there any Canadian rap songs that really stuck with you?
Actually, so I am living. So when I moved back to Ontario, I moved in with my mom just to get my feet on the ground. So I have no problem saying that. So now that COVID's hit, I'm still here, and it's a good thing. My mom had a bunch of my old CDs, and the Rascals Cash Crops in there.
Yes.
Yeah. So that was definitely like one of my first. And then through snowboarding, and their connection in Whistler, but Swollen Members. As time went on, I still respect, some of the anyways, I'm not going to get into that. I used to listen to I used to listen to Swollen Members. And that was through the snowboard scene, and finding out they were Canadian, I was like, oh, okay, that's really dope. Cardinal, Chaos. That's kind of my earliest like Canadian, but my connection was more in that New York hip hop scene. That's really what I connected with and really like that grittiness and the hard, like, sort of street stuff. For some reason, you know, it was like listening to a movie.
Exactly. The storytelling was crazy back in those days.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So that's what I was connected with mostly. Like, but yeah.
Yeah, the production and the beats, exactly. Like the RZA was crazy with it. Like, oh man, I don't know.
I got Bobby Digital here.
Oh, you got the Bobby Digital tape?
Yeah, I got Bobby Digital.
Wow. Oh my God. I remember when I got that too. I was like, I thought I had some gold right there. It's still dope. It holds up. I have it digitally now too on the computer. So
yeah,
that's it running in the spins too in the background.
Nice.
Oh my gosh. Well, congratulations on getting your mixtape ticket out there, and I'm
yeah,
you know,
thank you.
Yeah, this COVID thing, everybody's gonna get over it. We're in it together, right? So
yeah, we're gonna come through, and like we said, you gotta find, right now you gotta make do,
right.
Get creative, think outside the box, and you know, everyone's gonna be okay.
Exactly. Yeah, I'm you know what I'm saying, listen to the government. I'm not always for that, but the medical professionals know what's up, and the scientists that are working on it, they got it covered, so they know that. Sure. And it makes sense. Like if the virus is out there, they want to kill it. If nobody's like mixing and mingling, then it will die. It makes sense.
100%. Yeah.
So yeah. All right. Well, we got some more music too. I wanted to get into Wave also because we were talking about it earlier. We teased it a little bit. Please, like, introduce this track, and we'll get right into it.
Yeah. So Wave. This is featuring Shamel. That's SH, uses a 4 for the A and then MEL. So Shamel's out of Boston. He just before me put out a project with Ski Beats, which is kind of cool because like Ski Beats is actually one of my favorite producers, and I didn't know this, but when I first started talking to Shamel, but he just put out a project with Ski Beats, who, if you don't know, worked with Camp Lo, Jay-Z. He did Jay-Z's Dead Presidents, and so Ski Beats heard our track Wave, and he was with it, so that's really cool for me. But yeah, Shamel, Wave, this is all full circle.
Fire, here we go. Urban Renewal Project.
Yeah. Yeah, buy your dreams. Look. Sipping Gencia, 1850 Moscato, that rosé. Stack my paper so I can live by my own way. You blowing your money on just playing whole games. My missus bout her whole grain too. If she ever cheat, I told her bring me back a G, I won't complain. I'm sucker free, that's my middle name. You and I's not the same. Pulling up in big body Nazi whips like I'm made off. This rap shit I ate off. Merchandise and ship it getting paid off. Re-up, reinvesting profits that I made off. Save 20%, no taking days off. Always on my grind, I'm never laid off. On the line, I put it all. Hot boy summer, I won't hesitate to break a colder than Reykjavik. Need to wear a goose down before you come around me. Niggas always talk a lot, but they don't know about me. I just let them drown. Yeah. Really on the wave, man. You water down. Yeah. Wave. I just let them drown. Yeah. Really on the wave, man. You niggas water down. Yeah. Wave. I'm in my rare form, red Gyarados. Trying to turn my pockets Will Sasso. Her head on point like little rascals. Well, back to the task though. Stack this cash flow. Kush loud decibels. Decimate you, turn you to a vegetable. Ain't nothing like the rest of them. A real nigga, I'm one of the ones that's left of them. Until I'm on top like yarmulkes, I'ma grind hard enough to turn shit into powder dust and blow like powder does. Talking that little flavor for your nose, and if a bitch around me, she getting chose. Yeah. Everything I do, man, I do major. A true player, a crusader who accrues paper. Shit, I just let him drown. Yeah. Really on the wave, man, you niggas watered down. Yeah. Wave. I just let him drown. Yeah. I'm really on the wave, man, you niggas watered down. Yeah. Wave. Check.
reggae, heard every Friday night from midnight until daylight. 7 hours long and 7 hours strong, giving you music for the mind, soul, and body. It's an holistic experience. We say it's ital and vital. My name is Lyndon V, and you've got it locked in Vancouver's healing station, 100.5 FM CFRO.
Yes, it's Urban Renewal Project. We're chilling with Imperetiv. Thank you so much for chilling with us. Oh my gosh, this is so great. I'm so happy to, do this East Coast, West Coast thing.
Yeah, it's a school. Yeah, I'm glad to be back on the show and chatting with you.
This is dope. Yeah. And getting back into the questions we had, we're learning a lot about you, which is dope. So 2020 is kind of on pause, but like, tell us about you were talking about how Full Circle is out now and you're releasing is it 12-inch vinyl and some CDs?
I haven't done a 12-inch. I'm trying to find a way. The original plan was to do a 7-inch lathe cut vinyl for every single single.
Okay. So
on one side would be the track and on the back side would be the instrumental.
Nice.
I got to release one, which sold out in 24 hours, and then COVID hit, and I decided to hold off just because people got other money priorities right now. So I don't want to try, and I got my own money priorities, so I don't want to be, investing a bunch of stuff to have sitting inventory. It doesn't make sense. But I would love to get a 12-inch for sure. People are saying 2020 is on hold, but you know what? I'm seeing the glass is half full.
Yeah.
We just gotta get creative. I've said this many times, but there's new things we can do. I'm pushing forward. I'm trying to do everything I can to make this the best year yet. Kind of my credo this year was, it's weird to say, but it's emojis. But it's the little graph going up with the rocket ship.
Yeah.
I've been saying that all 2020. 2020 is going up. I've had a great start to 2020, and I'm not going to let this situation we're in stop me. So after Full Circle dropped, which was like last Friday on the March 27th, I've already released another EP with an artist out of North Carolina, Joe Sig, that's called No Advice. So I just put out 13 songs total in 2 weeks.
Oh my God. Okay. So 2020 is not on hold for you. I got you. Oh, wow.
And you know what? I want to motivate other people too. Like I know it's hard, but if we keep going with our goals and our focus, take this time to create a side hustle. Take this time to learn a new skill. We got time. Put it to use.
Yep.
Come out of this a whole new beast.
Right. No, that's the ethos. Exactly. As for me too. Like I've been in the lab just learning new shit. Making sure that the show can still go on. People are hearing you right now, so which is like super important. I was so excited that you were flexible enough to do this too, right?
I'm at home in isolation. I'm not going anywhere.
Yeah.
So big ups to you and shout out to you for keeping it going because people need this.
Exactly. Yeah. I'm hoping that we have some radio listeners, but still, I'm posting this on SoundCloud and YouTube. So people that aren't radio listeners, we're URP is expanding also.
Dope.
I like that.
Dope.
That's what's up. Now, so you worked with named Tobias as well. We've been chatting to him also. He moved back and forth from Vancouver to Toronto, which is dope. And he's into the spiritual rap. Have you?
Yeah. He's definitely a little bit more on the the religious side of things. Christian rap almost, but you know what? Like I saw a lot of rappers, but without the term, or like if you listen to a lot of Kanye's stuff, even before he was doing the secular, Jesus is King stuff, there was always references to God and Jesus and stuff like that. I'm not religious myself. I do have beliefs and faith in different things. We don't need to get into that on your show, but I never, like, if you listen to Tobias bars, like, he's still hard, you know what I mean? And it still hits home, and the fact that he has his own beliefs, I'm cool with that. And to me, it's a sound at the end of the day.
Exactly.
I mean, if he got a little too preachy, that could be a little, not really what I'm looking for when I want to make a track. But on the tracks that we did record and work on, you know, to me it's a fine balance, and I'm cool with that.
Exactly. Yeah. No, I feel you on that. When you have the bars, that's what's up. That's where it's at. Oh my gosh. Now,
but Tobias is dope, and I mean, we were planning on connecting while I because he's back here in just outside of Toronto as well, but it just didn't happen with everything going on. But yeah, he was out in Vancouver, so that's when we originally met. The track with him, we actually recorded that back in 2016. That's crazy.
Wow, that shows the history right there. It goes back.
Yeah, 4 years to actually be released. So it just goes to show it, because I personally think this is a great track. I'm tuning my own horn. But, you know, good music is meant to last and can carry up.
And it comes with is it Rani? Reddy?
Ronnie.
Ronnie. Oh, okay.
Yeah, Ronnie Reddy. She's out of Vancouver.
Oh.
Her and I had been wanting to work for a minute. Met through Connection Stroker DeLuca, and then the first mixing session with Jamie Hughes, she came through and hammered out that hook. It was written by Tobias. It was just performed by Ronnie.
Okay. Oh my gosh. That track. You must be really proud of this one, because 2016 and you've been hanging on to it.
I'll be straight up. This track was my producer flex.
Okay.
This track, there's a lot going on in there, and this was my producer flex. It starts off with a sample with some heavy layered drums. The outro has this crazy synth outro. With the female singing on it, so there's a lot going on.
Oh my god. Okay, we should, since we already teased it so much, we better get into this. This is crazy. Here we go. Pray for him.
Pray for him.
Urban Renewal Project. Thanks you, Imperetiv, for rocking with us. That's what's up.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Imperetiv, you hear the kid. Let's go. Check. It's imperative that you hear the kid. Stop comparing them, kill that, will not give. Only right in the West on some stuff like this. For those that twist their fingers, y'all can really feel the spin. Riding through your block, you can feel the spirit knock. Here to save souls, these evos cut like a wrist. It's real in the field, so I keep that word tucked. Grew up around gorillas, knew some young that did buck. Stuck in a place where there seems to be no hope. I get it, my flow dope, but some really push coke. Devote my life to save those stuck in the mode. Question to flip that brick, mom strung out, overdosed. Speak it how I see it, words vivid, seem the realest. Blessing in this art, paint pictures for those who see it. Dream work, cinematic, pen to paper, cause havoc. This mob deep, putting those to Christ, it's a habit. Pray for them.
I'm praying for those stuck in the system of the struggle. I'm praying for those that live by the code, can't knock the hustle.
Can't do this on my own.
Cause they don't know.
It's imperative, listen to the kid. Have no fear in him, fighting against sin. Words enter without permission, breaking, entering a lifestyle some choose but have no other option. And moms ain't working, but pops ain't present. Rent due 1st and 15th, got him stressing. By any means necessary, Lord, can you hear him? Take a life or damage one, cause a job can't get one. Little do they know, all things work together for good. Tired of the hoodie, finna step out the hood. Put these guns down, let go of the product for good. And turn their life up, cause it gets dark in the hood. System trapped them, forcing an ill reaction. So when they see a hood star, only goal is for platinum. Check it, don't disrespect it. Pictures of hope in the message. Paint it as you observe and reflect and start to question.
I'm praying for those stuck in the system of the struggle. I'm praying for those that live by the code, can't knock the hustle.
Can't do this on my own.
Cause they don't know.
Side Story on Co-op Radio 100.5 FM. Listen and reason with Aisha every second Monday from 4 to 5 p.m. Lend your ears and thoughts on topics such as humanitarian issues, social justice, activism on homelessness, poverty, injustice here at home in Canada and around the globe. East Side Story comes to you every second Monday from 4 to 5 p.m. on Co-op Radio 100.5 FM.
Odigbere, Odigbose, Odigbere o, Odigbose, Odigbere o, Odigbose.
Yes, this is Urban Renewal Project. I'm DJ Denise. I'm chilling with Imperetiv. Imperetiv, tell us how you got your name, Imperetiv. I'm curious.
Yeah, so with a lot of stuff that I find with me is like things come to me and then I hold on to them. Like it might not be the right time, but I just have certain things that stand out to me. Years and years ago, I was actually, before I moved out to Vancouver, I wanted to know the definition of imperative. It's as simple as that. And I looked it up, and underneath the word and the proper spelling was how you would spell it the way it's pronounced.
Oh, phonetically, yeah.
And it just looked cool to me. So it was I-M apostrophe P. I think there's an upside down E, R-E-T-I-V. And for some reason, it just stood out to me. Now, I had no idea. I was like, that would be a cool clothing company name or what. I didn't know. So it just stuck with me for years. And then when I got into making beats and that came the time, like, okay, well, I guess I should brand myself or make a name. And I just dug into my bag and pulled out Imperetiv.
Ooh, okay. You named yourself.
And then, and then from there, well, I mean, Imperetiv means something that, that's desired, something someone must have. And right. I'd like to think my beats are something that someone's got to have. And it's worked well in the branding and marketing aspect because it's kind of a unique word in the vocabulary. So for a lot of rappers, when they work with me, they're like, oh, okay, I've never used the word imperative in a beat or like in a rap or something. So a lot of times these artists are throwing my name into the verses, which works well for branding and marketing.
Yeah, I noticed that in pretty much all of the tracks on the Full Circle project. Everybody mentions Imperetiv at least once.
Yeah, so it's still. That's not. I'm not like asking them to. I'm not paying them to do that.
Oh my god, they just work it in.
They just work it in. It's a unique word. So, yeah.
Okay. Wow. Okay. That's dope. That's dope right there. Now tell us too. Being in Toronto, have you noticed any differences from like being in Vancouver? Like even though you've been shut in, kind of. Like, tell us a little bit of the differences you noticed.
I mean, the sound is a little bit different. When I first got out here, I thought it'd be dope. There's an event in Toronto called Beat Cave, and those guys. I don't know if they'll hear this. I'll send it to them when this comes out. Nice. But shout out to those guys. They put on a really cool event. But it's for like producers and artists you can go to. They have different rooms that you can learn different things, meet artists and stuff like that. But I went to that, and the one thing I picked out of that was, how different the sound is in Toronto. Like there's definitely that Toronto sound versus Vancouver sound. I haven't really got too much into the scene yet, just being, I've been working before COVID, and then once COVID hit, I'm stuck at home.
Right.
But I've been connecting with people digitally, as I've always done. I've been chatting with, they're called Elite International.
Nice.
They work with producer Big Bob Pattison, who's been working with a lot of like old school Rusty Jucks out of New York. Who else? They sent me a list, but I saw that they were in the Niagara region or St. Catharines, and I just reached out. I was like, hey, what's up? Like, I just moved to the area. Is there any shows? Is there events? Can you keep me posted? I want to connect. And they've been pretty dope, and they've been messaging me back and forth. So that's been dope. But yeah, other than that, unfortunately, I haven't been able to dive too much in. I'd say I'm more Imperetiv lives a little bit more in the digital realm these days.
Oh well, the producer life, that's the way it's gotta go, right? You're always sourcing out samples and like listening to artists is like full project and stuff like that too. So you got your own hard work to do in the cave.
Yeah, like I said, I connected with Joe Sig out of North Carolina. Schmel's in Boston. I've got a couple tracks on G4 Jags project. He's out of New York. Been talking to John Creasy out of Buffalo. But yeah, artists all over. Like the Instagram just opens up those doors.
Exactly. It's such a big universe when you open up to the world like that. Yeah, like I'm sure you get random DMs all the time about people wanting to collab on stuff.
Yeah, it's great. Like people in Australia. There's one guy in the UK like says he's like one of my biggest fans, which is wild to think. Because I still, for me to think someone's a fan of my music is still bizarre to me. This guy's in the UK. So it's crazy, like how music can cross borders like that, especially with technology these days.
Exactly. Oh, that's so amazing. Yeah, and music speaks to everybody. It doesn't matter what kind of music it is, too. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
For you, that's dope. Oh my gosh, are you working on any visual projects too? Like you were talking about for the Full Circle EP. Are you gonna do any videos?
I have a couple videos that I wanted to do. I wanted to do a video for Pray For Him, just because it's kind of a cinematic sounding song.
Oh yeah.
I want to do a video for West Interlude as well. Unfortunately, videos are kind of put on hold for the moment. I did so I can do some of my own graphics. So I did a lyric video for Full Circle with Mickey Fax, Junk, and DJ Flip Out.
Yes.
I did a lyric video for Wave featuring Shamel. And then Shamel was in, I'm going to say this wrong, I'm good at a lot of things, I'm not good at geography, but Caraco?
Oh, okay.
He was out there for vacation, and he filmed the video for Wave out there.
Oh, nice.
So that's out on YouTube on Buy Your Dreams ENT, short for entertainment. That's on his YouTube. But that's out now. So visuals will unfortunately have to wait. They're on hold at the moment, unless I get some, something creative that I can do without, being in public and around people.
Right, exactly. Yeah, it's the iPhone or whichever kind of phone you've got kind of style.
Yeah.
Solo, but still, I hear you. I was just curious if there was something in the works before everything hit.
Yeah, we got the few things in talks, but it's just, things got shut down. Now, I wish I had more equipment as well. Like, I do have a green screen here.
Oh, nice. Amazing.
I mean, I'm not the artist rapping, so it'd be weird if I'm just kind of dancing around in the front of the green screen. It might not make much sense.
Right. Okay.
But, I mean, that's again where artists need to get creative. You can get a green screen kit off eBay for $100 and some bucks, and if you had some editing software, you could be making some videos at home right now.
Oh yeah, okay, that's dope. Yeah, the green screen idea, that's fire.
Yeah, lyric videos are gonna be really big right now. I would like to link with an animator, I'm trying to think, there's an old Alchemist video, and I forget who it is, Alchemist and someone else, I think I want to say Ghostface, and it's all animated and cartoon, it'd be dope to do something like that.
Yep. Yeah, oh my gosh, yeah, artists are going that way too. I think Heatwave out of Vancouver did a video with the anime style, and Messiah also.
Oh yeah, Messiah the Prophet.
Yeah, Messiah the Prophet. Yeah, so if you reach out to them, I'm pretty sure they'd have some links on anime people that could draw you up some things.
Yeah,
that's what's
that'd be dope.
That's fire. So everything's on Spotify, iTunes, Google Play, and everything right now.
Yeah, everything's on every major streaming platform. For any artists or that, I mean, I'll drop a bit of a gem. It sucks to say, but Spotify is kind of the primary promotion for me, anyways. And the reason being is, you promote your Spotify and you get your streams up, then you can end up on playlists, and that's how you're going to get your music heard by more people. Unfortunately, the other streaming services don't really offer that. So,
right.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I feel you on that.
Yeah.
Wow. No, but it's great work, and again, I can keep congratulating you. I'm so happy that
I appreciate that. Thank you.
That's what's up. So, we have more music. I wanted to make sure we get through the whole thing. I've got the Full Circle track ready to go too. Can you introduce this one?
Yeah. So this is the title track off the project. It's got Mickey Fax, so I kind of talked about that earlier. I used one of his songs in my snowboard video, my last snowboard video 10 years ago, and now 10 years later I have him on my first project. I reached out to him, I saw him, and I'll be honest, I don't try to hide this stuff, but I did pay for the feature, but artists gotta eat too, right? I know everyone thinks you gotta have an organic relationship and just get everything for free. Nah, if you're signed to a label, your label's paying for that. So anyways, paid for it, reached out, he was selling features, so I got a feature. I explained to him the situation with Snowboard Video. He's like, yo, that's incredible. And he actually gave me a 32 bar verse instead of a 16 bar verse.
Wow, this is amazing.
So then Junk followed suit, and I knew I wanted to get Junk on there. They'd both done Team Backpack before, so I knew they're both great lyricists, freestyle rappers, and had that sort of battle rapper mentality, so I knew they'd be perfect. And then got DJ Flip Out on the hook. So yeah, this is Full Circle featuring Mickey Fax, Junk, and DJ Flip Out.
There we go. Urban Renewal Project.
When are you going to come full circle? What are you talking about? You said that your war is over. Maybe the one out there is, but not the one inside you. You're always going to be tearing away at yourself until you come to terms with what you are. Until you come full circle.
Yeah, I came from the bottom. Yeah, I know what it means to be left out the column. Right. Remember when I was buzzing, I gave people pollen. Yeah. Full circle now, I'm looking at houses on columns. South Beach tripping, recall listening to teachers saying all the snickering gone, how you position and never get the wisdom. Thank God I ain't go paying tuition, cause that's a hamster wheel of affliction. Reminiscing, eating in stairwells, now I'm cooking in kitchens. Artistic dishes, I promise I had a vision of failure. 7th grade in a shelter, playing Legend of Zelda, waiting for my newborn sipping seltzer. The arrival of my child is a blessing, especially since previous plans became depressing. Sunk low, dice game, one roll, life change. Front row, bright stage, cutthroat, knife raise, slice fiends. Feeling like, why am I here? Why? Paying bills every day, am I in the clear? Am I? God talking to me, why I ain't trying to hear? Probably cause I let the devil just lie in my ear. I'm providing a rare flair, finding some gear that you've been looking for years inside of a prayer. Life is a full circle, aligned with the sphere. Cause if you don't guarantee it, you'll die as a square.
It's imperative. It's imperative. It's imperative. We showin' we live.
Came from the gutter, wanna rate it, ain't discover me. Wait on me like summer, come on, make a new discovery. Been hustling on the daily, make no gusty, got to fuck with me. Trust me, I ain't trusting any of you busters, that's a luxury. Like, yeah, this ain't work, no, this ain't drudgery. Like, yeah, I stay sharp like steakhouse cutlery. Been out of line like I've been bad at coloring. It's troubling, and all you suckers do is fucking blow it like you trumpeting. Like, yeah. I came from the slums, I do my job well, bitch, I stayed till it's done. Back in the day we wasn't breaking bread, was breaking crumbs. Back when I was 8, my dad on H was taking drugs. Moral of the story, do some bad shit coming back to you. Just look at how my daddy's living now, it's so unnatural. Like goddamn, what you put in come back guarantee. Got people nicking for some junk with this shit to me therapy. Air it out is clarity, I still fuck with people that I started with a rarity. Been so much heroin in my life, to me it's been heroin. Been hanging on like barely. Took a negative and turned a bitch into prosperity. Never switch on anybody, show my solidarity. Apparently, to be somebody today do parodies. But nah, shout out to my killer, that's imperative. We in it for longevity, full circle, yeah bitch, there it is. Like, yeah.
It's imperative. It's imperative. It's imperative. We showin' we live. It's imperative. We showin' we live. We showin' we live.
Due to the COVID-19 outbreak, the programming schedule at Co-op Radio has been altered. You may hear repeats of old programming, pre-recorded episodes, and special broadcasts overriding certain shows. Thank you for your listenership and patience during this time, and remember to wash your hands.
Yes. Urban Renewal Project, DJ Denise chillin'. Thank you so much again, Imperative, for hanging with us. This is dope.
Hey, thank you.
Oh my gosh. All right, we're getting close to the end of this. Got one more song left, but I still want to chop it up with you. This is so dope to to get all this recording down. You know,
chop it up like we chop the beats.
Right, for real. This is so dope. Like I'm like in my element right now. Like, oh man, this is so cool. So like I wanted to hear more about the Junk story and the flip out stuff because Junk is such a big, like, he's imperative to Vancouver as you are right now to the producers.
Yes, he is. He's one of the heavy hitters out of there right now for sure.
For real.
Yeah, he reached out 2018. Needed some. Maybe it was earlier because the project came out in 2018. But he reached out. He needed some beats for a project, which was Hot Audio Heroin. So I sent him some beats, and he ended up going with two. One, because I know F the rules, because I know we're on Co-op Radio here.
We're air later, so you're all right. I played a disclaimer. You're all right.
And then we got Socio Media, and those two tracks ended up, and that's really what revived me and gave me more purpose and vision in what I was doing. So shout out to Junk for that. And then from there, he hit me up. He wanted to do an EP after that. So we got 5 tracks in on Together in Pieces, which dropped January 2019, which was a really dope project. If you haven't heard that, I definitely suggest checking that out. Some of my best body of work as well on that one. And he wrote that in a day and recorded it over 2 days. So it's a pretty crazy story.
Oh my God, fast.
But yeah, so I definitely wanted Junk because, like, you know, full circle, Mickey was someone I'd listened to like years, and then Junk's someone I was working with new. So, like, you know, keeping that sort of aspect and vision on it, and then getting DJ Flip Out. So I'd known Flip Out through various things, and then I was working at the Alexander in Vancouver for a while. And DJ Flip Out was a resident DJ there for a bit on one of the nights. So we got chatting and got him on there. And it's kind of crazy. It was my birthday, and he hadn't got me the cuts yet. And I think he thought I was stalking him, but I wasn't. We went out for my birthday, and we didn't go where we wanted to. And it was actually my going away party as well before I went to Ontario. But we ended up going to Bodega, and I didn't even know this. But I walked downstairs, and who's DJing but Flip Out?
Wow!
And he's like, he looks at me, and the first he's like, "Yo, I'm gonna get you those cuts." I was like, "No." I was like, "No, it's all good, man. It's all good." So then I'm chilling with my friends, having some drinks and food, and then all of a sudden I hear this sound, doo. I'm like, "Wait, I know this." And I was like, "Wait, that's my song." And so he played it. He played it there, and people in the bar didn't bat an eye. It was like it was in the regular flow. So that was kind of a good sign to me. But yeah, then he ended up getting me the cuts, and the rest is history.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing! What a birthday present!
Yeah,
random, but tight though. In the end, it worked out.
Yeah, it definitely worked out, and I mean, he killed it. He found. Now that we're on the doing this chat, I can't think of what he sampled. I'd have to look it up, but he sampled a track that had Imperetiv in there, which was big respect to him for that. Not what I was looking for, but that's what he did, and that's what he wanted to do. So that's really dope. Hearing my name sort of scratched like that, it's kind of dope.
That's what's up. Oh my gosh, yeah. Flip Out was doing the Bottleneck too. I think earlier in the year, Wednesday nights with 45s. Him and Vinyl Richie, I think, had a night there. So I'm pretty sure the classes are full.
So actually. Yeah, you saying that actually kind of, there's so much information I could talk forever. But with Flip Out on the track and me trying to figure out the single artwork separate from the album artwork, it's what inspired the single artwork, which is a 45 in a paper sleeve. And then from there, I decided just to do all the singles in the same, but with different artwork on the record.
Yeah.
So they're all in a paper sleeve, but they all have their individual. And then from there, that's what transpired to the idea of actually getting 7-inch done for each single, which I only ended up getting the full circle track done. And I mailed Flip Out his, and I know he was super stoked on that.
Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, I bet you he's playing that for sure.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Whoa, well I gotta send you some loot too to get me some too. I want to get in there. Well, as soon as everything's back up and running, hit me up with a message. I'm down to cop the whole EP. Cause
I was thinking about doing something. I found something because getting wax out here in Canada is actually quite expensive. it's like $2,000 with a minimum of 100.
Oh my god. Okay.
So for like an up and coming artist, sitting on 100 records and vinyl, because I know vinyl's coming up again, but like still 100's a lot. Like just saying, right?
Yeah.
So what I think I'm gonna do is similar to what you're doing, for your studio stuff and your in space. Is I found a website called qrates.com.
Nice.
And they do crowdfunding for like individual projects of just records. So.
Oh, okay, yeah, almost like a mini grant.
Yeah, so I think I'm gonna try and run that, see how it goes, and see if people respond to it.
That's what's up. Oh my gosh. Well, yeah, and shout out to Flip Out. Flip Out's one of my mentors from back in the day too. That I'd be watching him DJ from like way back when I was a youngster too. So I want to shout out.
People don't realize how big Flip Out is.
For real. He had a radio show at CITR also with Jay Swing. He was the host. He didn't do as much DJing though back then.
Well, I did not know that, so that's dope.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, those are the days. But yeah, what? Oh, takes me back now talking about all that. So you're super active on the internet right now. Like, tell us about your experience right now with working with artists and like getting them to fulfill their task, and like do you work out the schedule for when you want to be dropping your stuff, or what does that look like?
A little bit. Like I try and set goals of when I would like to have stuff. I mean, at the end of the day, you have to be realistic. This is art, right? And you can't force creativity. As much as you want to get something. I'm pretty diligent on people. Like I in my head, I keep things there, and so it's like if I'm waiting on a verse, like I'll check in every week and be like, yo, hey, what's up? Just want to see where it's at. Some people are different, so sometimes you gotta walk a fine line. You don't want to be harassing people.
Right.
At the same time, we're trying to, like, this is a business too, right? Like, so you got to be on top of your shit, and you just got to be proactive. So I try not let things sit and just constantly, hey, what's up? Just want to see where you're at. If you need more time, it's cool. But definitely try and stay on top of the artist just to get things done.
Yeah, keep them accountable. I like that. That's good. I'm glad you're doing that, making sure not waiting for them to like take their time to get to it. You're like, yeah.
Well, a lot of people can be passive aggressive and they sit there and they wait too long, right? And then they just get upset about something. Like I've heard artists who are like, oh, this guy never got me the feature, and then they're upset. Well, I think there's better ways of handling it, and it's just like, I'm still waiting on a feature that was supposed to come through for Full Circle, and it didn't. He's, I'm not going to drop a name right now, but he's in a big wave right now with some big artists, and he's doing his thing. So I hit him just before everything hit, and he's been touring America since, and I'm like, I don't want to push him too hard, but I'm like, hey man, still need that verse.
Right. Oh my gosh. Yeah. I feel you on that. That's dope. That I like your workflow and like your management style, because like that's always hard. The hardest part, like especially the ego part, like you were saying.
Yeah.
And like dealing with an artist, because sometimes they're fragile, and you make sure that you're respectable.
Yeah.
That's dope.
Yeah, you got to walk the fine line. You never know, and you could turn someone off of you.
Oh, exactly. Yeah, that's so important. It's great management techniques that you got already. Bet you learned early.
Yeah, you know what? I'll say with Full Circle, everywhere I'm at right now is a culmination of everything I've learned in this life. I really believe that. So every skill I've picked up along the way, whether it was managing a snowboard store or whether it was going to school for multimedia design, and that's why I do my graphic design and lyric videos, to learning music on my own. Everything's a culmination of that and brought me full circle to here, where I really feel like this is where I'm supposed to be. This is what I'm supposed to be doing.
Okay, you're the graphic designer. I thought you sent out your work. All right, well, I gotta hit you up for some.
Yeah, hit me up. I'd closed my doors for a bit just because I wanted to focus on my own stuff.
Right.
But with COVID going on, I'm gonna reopen the doors once I get my computer back. I got more time. It's not like I'm going to work, then doing my own stuff and trying to do stuff for artists. So doors are gonna be back open, low key. That's
okay.
You're the first to hear it. Yeah.
Oh, whoa. Okay. I just touched on something I heard. I was like, yes. Yeah. All right. Is it a special email to get at you for the graphic design work?
No, just message me on anything. Okay. I do have all my stuff on Instagram. I don't check that as like the account as often. I just use that as a portfolio, but at Nate Butcher Media.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah, so all my works, I was doing handling most of Junk's graphic design work for a minute. So anything you've seen, for the most part, I probably took care of.
Oh wow, yeah, that whole orange, like that was a dope idea. Like I really like that. I rock.
Thank you. You know what? A lot of people didn't understand it because there's nothing on the cover. It's just orange.
Yeah.
But Junk wanted orange, and then so I was trying to like do all this other stuff. I had a concept of a cassette smashed with orange, and I was like, "Yo, why don't we just do it blank?" Because he does a lot of live shows.
Yeah.
And he's big with his fans as well. And I was like, "Why don't we just do it plain orange?" And every fan that buys a CD, you hand sign it and you write a different message. So then you're creating this whole art after the fact.
Whoa. Yeah, this is amazing. Like it's authentic to him only. And
Yeah.
the orange, was it like supposed to be like the BC Lions color?
No.
Okay, because I was like, I was curious. I was wondering because like it seriously matched up. I was like, okay, this is a whole BC Lion / like, British Columbia. Okay.
No, it was you know, let things work out sometimes, and that's another thing. I believe in universal energy. I digitally sampled the color. I forget from what, but like I just played with some different oranges. That one seemed the best to me. I know Junk relates to the orange. He's got his own story. Well, his name's Junk, but it relates to like, sort of the caps on the needles. Like there's a deeper story. It's not like he's promoting needles and stuff like that. But that you'd have to ask him. That's Junk's story and history on that. But yeah, it did have ties in with that stuff as well.
Okay. Well, and the graphic design side, that's where you were working.
Yeah. The cover was called Audio Heroin. Yes. So that
I got it. Oh yeah. Wow. No, that's fire. I'm curious. I always want to like dive deep into the story, but oh my gosh, we kept you on the phone for so long. This is amazing.
Yeah, I've got nothing else to do. This is actually dope. I love talking to people. I love talking about music. So this is dope.
Oh my gosh, this is amazing. And we focus so much on hip hop. I'm so happy. I'm curious too. What's your brother up to? Are you in the studio together, or is he on his own?
He you know, it's funny, he transitioned out of music, and he in Vancouver. It was like shortly after I did, he got a job at the car dealership. He had been in the car industry years before that, and that's why he moved back to Ontario, was actually to buy into a car dealership.
Okay.
So yeah, he's you know, here and there he listens to stuff, but yeah, he's more involved in his business.
Okay. I bet he rocks your tracks though in his new cars.
Definitely a big supporter. I mean, the studio monitors I have beside me right now, those were donated by him.
Oh my god!
So
amazing.
A lot of my gear was, you know, thanks to him. So yeah, definitely have a lot to, you know, have to thank him for a lot of the stuff that I've got.
The family unit, and acquiring the equipment.
Yeah.
So important. Okay. Well, I have Talking Down featuring
Talking Down.
Shabazz. Yes. Please intro this and we'll say goodbye on that note, but I want to make sure you shout out any people you want to shout out, and any last messages you have for people. Shout out to Vancouver too, right?
Cool. So shout out to Jamie Cuse at Nova Studios. Shout out to Stroker DeLuca, 22G at Nimbus, who actually recorded this next track. Shout out to Jordan Humphreys, who did the photography of my eyes, which is on the cover. Shout out to A1, Mickey Fax, Junk, Flip Out. Shout out to Shamel, Shabazz, Jay West, Ronnie Reddy, Name Tobias. Shout out to all the Vancouver hip hop scene. Shout out to you, Denise. And yeah, we got Talking Down featuring Shabazz.
Yes, thank you so much for chatting with us, and we'll talk to you soon.
It's imperative. Listen to the kid.
Yes, make sure. Here we go. All right, Urban Renewal Project. We got you, Imperetiv. Thank you so much for rocking with us.
Thank you. Peace.
Yeah. Welcome to the garden of the serpent, take a sip. We be waterfront lamping, lake of fire, take a dip. You can catch the kid kicking with Lilith, I take a lick. Lost my mind like Alice to that Lucy, take a strip. Take a trip with your boy, yeah, down below the fifth. Where the demons running rampant and temptation do persist. Man, woman, and child, they brought their guns with them. And these blood-sucking, they cracking up when the sun hit them. I can't see you through the fog. I'm rolling loud up in the sesh. I'm just chilling with my dog. You can call me Johnny Test. I'm too fire, I'm too cool, I'm too sly, I'm too funny, I'm too sexy, I'm too fly, I'm too motherfucking hunted. I cannot give a I turn my ops into dust. I'm running laps on this track. The only option is us, and we front of the bus. Like Rosa, we winning. I got my weed top shelf, and my rover we fitted. I've been jugging, finessing, what been losing. Got me penthouse high. I'm the top of this music. I'm the topic this evening, but these niggas been sleeping. Bruh, man, from the 5th floor, these niggas been reaching. Ben 10 with that wristwatch. These niggas can't even. I got these promoters pissed off, and these rappers in their feelings. I got boss moves. Every custom moves, I keep the fucking vest on me cause cash rules. I told her slide back on it, it gon' hit different. 10 times until the morning, she gon' sit different. I guess high as fuck when this was written. I'm talking mountain listeners, I'm talking down to all you cause I ain't a killer, but don't push me. I go gorillas with that trigger finger. I go fellas when we talking business. I kill them all if we talking witness. Soul on this track if we talking fitness. Just run it back. Marshawn Lynch it. My lawyer turn a capital to some minor offenses. I bring that slime to the winter. You just running with rats, no splinter. I'm doing fine on my own with this path that I venture. It's just the cash that I came for. You can have the rhyme. Dream is for the birds. They can muck you line it with $100 bills, cheap thrills, and all that swill. We down to one beer left. I feel like Victor Von Field. I used to think that talent and music was all real, but it was all rented off, tinted 360 deals. Just a bunch of grown men scrapping for meals. And if you tell them that they trash, you get them all in their feels, and that's for real.
Funny how we distance ourselves, so we can get better with people. Nothing ever really does help until you confront your ego. Y'all keep asking where I've been fixing my cerebro. Not that Professor X tip, I be on my Magneto. Girl, I need a break, I need space. My property not big enough space. Earth's all fuck, I need space. Y'all better give me that, y'all better give me that. Girl, I need a break, I need space. My property not big enough space. Earth's all fuck, I need space. Y'all better give me that, y'all better give me that. I think I need space. I think I need. Ever since I was a little kid, I've been claustrophobic with the walls closing in a smidge. Can I get a little bit room, recalibrate, breathe, calm my inner state? What we love, we suffocate till that love turn to hate, till that love disintegrate. I just need to take a break. Yeah, I just need to take a break. Okay, I'm not sure if I'll be back or not. I'll be on my astronaut, I'll be on my juggernaut. Please don't take it as a knock, I just don't wanna talk. Let me be alone in thought, let me be alone and walk away. Away, y'all, gotta find a way. Girl, I need a break, I need space. My property not big enough space. Earth's all fuck, I need space. Y'all better give me that, y'all better give me that. Girl, I need a break, I need space. My property not big enough space. Earth's all fuck, I need space. Y'all better give me that, y'all better give me that. I think I need space. I think I need space. I think I need. There's a feeling that I have when I'm getting too close. Like everything I love always going up in smoke. I wanna get high but I don't wanna choke. Like an eagle fly, I just need a different scope. I just need a different scope. Space. And I'm gone.
It's hard to see straight past a cliche, and a scene plays in my head to amazing grace. I'm back underground, I can't dumb it down. A bird's trying to fuck around, contain my rage. I don't have time for these apparitions when I'm chasing down a dream and see through how they lack the vision. So I need you on my team. I need more than a huge supporter, someone who still throws it back while we're moving forward. A chick great who can switch lanes, become something evil. I really hate these other people, caught in the waves, drink caribous and hey y'alls. And I'm supposed to care about it and say hey y'all. I say nah, you wanna make off with Madoff. They miss the season trying to show up for the playoffs. Switching up your fake front like a face swap. Fake thoughts claim the holy when they hate God. I'm tired of them telling me to stay calm. I got fire in my soul burning up like napalm. So I keep dreaming, knowing that I'm stuck. It's impossible to pick a rose up from the muck, but I keep trying and I hope it doesn't suck. But I'm chasing the ghost of my own love, and it's unfair. Believe me, I noticed it. You can't measure up to something that don't exist. Y'all are musicians, but hate it when we make music. MIA, I stay true, or they stay truant. So tell me that you love a challenge, even when it gets ugly. So you and I can really find a balance, but the challenge is to love me. Tell me your dreams, tell me your vision. Show me your soul, share your convictions, and share your doubts. I'm on a mission to hear your thoughts. I promise I wanna listen. Let me hear about the ways that you want me, cause these thoughts of you are so haunting. Picture us sharing affections, morning after we make a connection. I try to visualize you into reality. Are you real or a vestige of my sanity? You stir up the inspired man in me. I picture you, I barely think about anatomy. I know what I want eventually, but expectation is the enemy. So are you at my level mentally? Sit together with respect as a centipede. Shots of Hennessy, sharing lots of sentiments. I've been alone with my idle tears like Tennyson. I want love, but my mind is an impediment. I feel the feelings outside, can you help me let them in? Tell me you love me, show me much more when you just say it. I wonder what the fuck for. I got a problem and it's plain to see. So even when I'm blaming you, I'm really blaming me.
The COVID-19 coronavirus is spreading to more countries globally. While there are still only a small number of cases in Canada, it is important to be prepared. COVID-19 symptoms can mimic the flu and include fever, cough, and difficulty breathing. Encourage those who are sick or showing symptoms to stay home and self-isolate, or to seek medical attention. Wash hands frequently for 20 seconds with soap and water, or disinfect with an alcohol-based hand rub. Avoid touching eyes, mouth, and nose. Practice good respiratory etiquette. Cover your coughs and sneezes with your arm or use a tissue. Clean regularly used surfaces and objects like countertops, doorknobs, and children's toys. Maintain social distance. Stay at least 2 meters away from someone who is coughing or sneezing. Instead of a handshake, use a wave or another greeting. For more up-to-date information on COVID-19, check reliable sources like your local health authority, the Public Health Agency of Canada, or the World Health Organization.
Yes, it's Urban Renewal Project, COVID-19 edition. DJ Denise with you, kicking it to you. We're talking about all of the things to help with social distancing, flattening the curve, and all the rest. We're out here making sure people wash their hands for longer than 20 seconds. And we're in it together. URP, you can follow us on the social medias. Urban, or just URP Radio. I keep getting that all confused, but I'm going to make sure to get that in my head. It just recently changed because I had URP Van, but now it's URP Radio. So URP Radio on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, SoundCloud, and YouTube. So we were just chatting with Imperetiv, which is dope, all the way in Toronto, the 3-hour difference. We made sure we came through, we did it big, and we did it good. Imperetiv used to live in Vancouver, which is amazing, and we're so happy to talk to him and get his full story. When now the song Full Circle, the EP Full Circle, is out. You can get it on all streaming platforms, Spotify, Google Play, all the things where you can get music. Yeah, that's what's up. So many iconic East Coast / West Coast rappers and some American artists on the project too. So cool. I'm excited for the kid, and that's what's up. So thank you so much for listening in. We love our followers, our fans, our listeners. This is what we live for, making sure that you all can find out what's up in the Vancouver / Canadian urban music scene. And even though COVID-19 is out and prevalent, running wild, we're at home doing our social distancing and making sure that we're stopping the spread. So do your part. Listen in online, coopradio.org. Follow us on SoundCloud or YouTube, any of the ways you consume music, because we want to make sure that you get to hear us another day. All right. So I played our old co-host track, Mike Simpson, that he sent me a track yesterday called Lust. I don't even know if that's the name of the track. He might be changing it up soon, but I'm feeling it. I'm rocking with it. Mike is on a whole wave with the production tip, and he's doing some great work there. So shout outs to Mike Simpson and his cool work also. And before that, what did I play? I had some other music also. I gotta make sure I remember what I was playing. I'll have to get back to you on that. But I've got some more music with Nessa. This track is called Bad Bad. You're listening to Urban Renewal Project with DJ Denise. Here we go. We're gonna get into this.
Bitch. Chip. Hey. This ain't no Sinead name, bitch. This is Payday. Rock it with me. Got them broke bitches yelling Mayday. He gon' break the bands, yeah. This some money dance. And my ass looking fat. That's the money in my pants. Ay. Shake it like a soul shaker. She just want a ball player. We just left the mall. Now we dripping out the sauce, yeah. If he wanna kick it, then he gotta be a boss, yeah. And if he wanna lick it, then he gotta pay the cost, yeah. For that brick and break your back, yeah. Break your back, yeah. For the cash, show some ass, yeah. Shake some ass, yeah. Blow a bag, where the cash at? Where your man's at? Blow the thing, that's a gas tank. We be bad. For that brick and break your back, yeah. Break your back, yeah. For the cash, show some ass, yeah. Shake some ass, yeah. Blow a bag, where the cash at? Where your man's at? Blow the thing, that's a gas tank. We be bad. Got my ex niggas begging for the pussy, can't get it. Oh, you tricking, but it's cool, cause my bitches go get us. Niggas all up in my DMs when they should be with they BMs. All my bitches bad, only rolling with them demons. Hopping out the whip, I look the meanest. Talking out your lip, I make you feel this. We the ones that's looking undefeated. This ain't no Sinead name, bitch, this is Payday. Rock it with me, got them broke bitches yelling Mayday. He gon' break the bands, yeah, this some money dance. And my ass looking fat, that's the money in my pants. Shake it like a soul shaker, she just want a ball player. We just left the mall, now we dripping out the sauce, yeah. If he wanna kick it, then he gotta be a boss, yeah. And if he wanna lick it, then he gotta pay the cost, yeah. For that brick and break your back, yeah. Break your back, yeah. For the cash, show some ass, yeah. Shake some ass, yeah. Blow a bag, where the cash at? Where your man's at? Blow the thing, that's a gas tank. We be bad. For that brick and break your back, yeah. Break your back, yeah. For the cash, show some ass, yeah. Shake some ass, yeah. Blow a bag, where the cash at? Where your man's at? Blow the thing, that's a gas tank. We be bad.
Wind up, body girl, don't be shy. I know for the girls, you they up all mine. You got me in my feelings and I cannot deny it.
Hit it.
I picture you and darling.
Hit it.
Flying to Dubai.
Hit it.
I'll buy you what you want.
Hit it.
Take you out to the club, make you twist and whine. Girl, we gon' have a good time. Take you out to the club. Wind up, body girl, don't be shy. I know for the girls, you they up all mine. You got me in my feelings and I cannot deny it.
Hit it.
Wind that thing, go rewind that thing. Let them know you better, you a bad man thing. And you go ride that like a Ford Mustang. All up in my bed, she was swapping, yeah. Wind that thing, go rewind that thing. Let them know you better, you a bad man thing. And you go ride that like a Ford Mustang. All up in my bag, she was swerving. Swerve, got it out the way, then you wind it. When my music started playing, you was wild, wild, wilding. 95 vibing. Wind up, booty girl, don't be shy. Out of all the girls, you they up all my eye. You got me in my feelings and I cannot deny it.
I know you like it. I know you want this. I want a sugar. Hit it. The fellas know I'm a dime. They step to me with a line. They can't believe a girl as cute as me is sick with the rhyme. Bake my own dough, don't ask nobody for nothing. I'm an independent diva with a style that you love, so check it out. Come on, it's the queen sitting here and I don't stop. Yes, yes, y'all, and we don't stop. Yes, yes, y'all, and we don't stop. Yes, yes, y'all, and we don't stop. Yes, yes, y'all.
Wind up, booty girl, don't be shy. Out of all the girls, you they up all my eye. You got me in my feelings and I cannot deny it.
Hit it.
I picture you and darling.
Hit it.
Flying to Dubai.
Hit it.
I'll buy you what you want.
Hit it.
Take you out to the club, make you twist and whine. Girl, we gon' have a good time. Take you out to the club. Wind up, booty girl, don't be shy. Out of all the girls, you they up all my eye. You got me in my feelings and I cannot deny it. Yeah, she's a bad girl, just like her best friend. I seen her downtown clubbing with her best friend. She was back to back and twerking with her best friend. Smoking loud, sipping Henny with her best friend. If she ain't with it, I might go for the best friend. But fuck that, we can all be friends. Bring your friends and you can meet my gang. In the club where we pop champagne. Wind that thing, girl, don't be shy. Out of all the girls, you they up all my eye. You got me in my feelings and I cannot deny it.
Hit it.
I picture you and darling.
Hit it.
Flying to Dubai.
Hit it.
I'll buy you what you want.
Hit it. Hit it.
Take you out to the club, make you twist and whine. Girl, we gon' have a good time. Take you out to the club. Wind up, booty girl, don't be shy. Out of all the girls, you they up all my eye. You got me in my feelings and I cannot deny it.
Every Tuesday from 10:30 to 12 noon, join your host, George Barrett, on Level the Vibes, an old hits reggae show that features the music of yesteryear. Ska, rockers, reggae, roots and culture. Tuesdays from 10:30 to 12 noon, Level the Vibes on CFRO 100.5 FM, Co-op Radio. Remember, keep the vibes level.
Yes, yes, you're listening to Urban Renewal Project. This is COVID edition number 3. DJ Denise chilling with you. I just love being in the studio telling you about this. Yes, COVID-19 edition number 3. We are in the studio, home studio, doing our social distancing, making sure that we are helping to flatten the curve. URP is in solidarity with all health workers and essential service workers as well. Thank you to all you people working so hard out there. All working so hard to make sure we're taken care of, we're fed, all of our health needs are taken care of. This is so important right now. So happy to be in Canada right now, taking my social distancing seriously. And shout outs to Imperetiv for calling us all the way from Toronto. Oh my gosh, West Coast to East Coast, we've got the connection. Urban Renewal Project can touch both coasts. That's always the best way. We're loving it. And yeah, make sure to reach out to all of your extended family. Make sure they're all good, they have everything they need, and they're all taken care of, because, you know, anxiety is high when you're worried about your neighbors, your relatives, your extended family, your immediate family. Yeah, just make sure to reach out, a quick phone call to check in, and even say the words, how are you doing? Just checking in that way is always good, because you never know, somebody might in your family might just need somebody to talk to, and that's really important as well. So just take the time to listen. I actually heard a great podcast where they were saying, even if you are talking to your mom or your dad or whoever that you do talk to every single day, and you might find it monotonous, stay off of your phone for that time that you're talking to them. Just stay in the moment and stay present, and things will go go smoothly. Yeah, make sure to be in the now with the people that you love and cherish. All right, so I was remiss to mention Vivek Mimi from Toronto as well, with a track called Space. That was the track I played right after Imperative and Talking Down with Actuel Shabazz. Vivek is a beast also out east, doing his thing with music. So I'm really excited and happy to have had the opportunity to be working with the cat. He's doing some great work out east, and I can't wait till all this COVID stuff is done and everybody can get back to normal life. But for now, we're sharing music and we're staying indoors, which is dope as well. So I have some music also from Alex Cruz, who's on Vancouver Island, I believe right now. But if I'm mistaken, I am mistaken, because he was from Vancouver at one point, but I did know that he did move to the island. So anyways, I'm not going to get into that, but I've got some new music also. This track is called Shot with No Chase. Here we go. Urban Renewal Project. DJ Denise hanging with Alex Cruz with this track. Here we go.
No stranger to the game and the code. Honor, respect, those are the things that I know. But loyalty, it seems to gone out the window like smoke from the endo when the wind it blows. Most people speak and they blow and smoke. Most go solo in hopes to blow. No joke, trust is at an all-time low. So I keep my circle small like the wings on a toe. Things that I know from this life help me grow, but my values stay the same till I die. When I'm old and it won't take a toll on my soul, stay golden. Holding it down, so right now hell's frozen. Game so cold like I freeze the ocean, but my heart stay warm and my arms stay open till I pull back up, slam shut. Cut from my life and the bond is broken. This here life like a masquerade. Don't wear a mask, you can see my face. Smoke my words, you can hear my grace. Truth go down like a shot with no chase. In this life, no time to waste. Out for mine, don't care how long it takes. Spitting on a rocker with my hair all gray. First time on stage when I found my place. In a world driven by hate and greed, got a smile on my face, I'm a different breed. Seed that was grown from the ash and smoke. Feed off time to go. Play my part in this life as a musical note. Just a small speck on this globe in the universe. Try to make a big bang, create something new to work. New music out, make me puke when the universe world going nuts. So I might as well nuke the earth. Drop a bomb on the planet, hop in the booth, speak truth, and put in this work. So when humanity's young, and it's just water and dirt, life was a land, and the search of the search. Then from my lab and I'll do my work. This here life like a masquerade. Don't wear a mask, you can see my face. Smoke my words, you can hear my grace. Truth go down like a shot with no chase. In this life, no time to waste. Out for mine, don't care how long it takes. Spitting on a rocker with my hair all gray. First time on stage when I found my place.
Hey, that probably Tango.
It's Payday, fellas.
Hey, track to the stage of the same night, yeah. Only put enough for the bank right, yeah.
I said it's fucking Payday, motherfucker.
Gang. Track to the stage of the same night, yeah. Only put enough for the pay rate, yeah. I don't play games to the bank rate, yeah. Hoppin' with a gang, nigga, this all, yeah. Never switched up, I done just switched gears. But for the ops, so it ain't no fear. Pussy ass lames like it ain't no fear. Crying ass bitch, but I ain't tryna stand her. That's a gang of niggas know this. No one notice you because you bogus. All up on my drop because the flow sick. Said I ain't have boss, I they let go shit. Ay, pack touchdown that city. Ay, broke a bitch down like Kevin. Ay, tryna have on my day ones winning. Ay, in the trap tryna dodge that sentence. Ain't had no idea why they on what they be on. I ain't tripping on it, pull up for the skriller that I'm gone. I said, ain't had no idea why they on what they be on. I ain't tripping on it, pull up for the skriller that I'm gone. Gang, gang. Thought I was done, I ain't finished. I'm about to get to the business. No discussion, I'm always gon' kill it. Send no gang on my niggas are realists. I do not give a fuck if you feel this. Touch your money in love with the feeling. Smoking lighter on top of the buildings. Off the wet up and making the killing. They try to win feeling we winning this race. About to have them all up back in their place. They wanna play with a murder the case. They want competitive with niggas is basic. Fuck with the gang, we arranging a facelift. Is you kidding? My hitters is aces. I do not have no time for no fake shit. Chopper get louder than beat when the basic gang. Ay, ay, chopper get louder than beat when the basic gang. Ay, ay, chopper get louder than beat when the basic gang. Ay, 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 chopper get louder than beat when the basic. Brr, brr. Chopper get loud in the beat with the basic.
When I got them stupid niggas who's drama. Boom with the flute, leave the niggas in the pot. Got a little bit of time, motherfucker. I let the nigga Asian for the trigger when he get it. But we gon' knock the fucking chopper. These niggas ain't but nothing, sucker. Four cal hit the chest, hot. Getting wide and smoke, shouldn't start. If they wanna get it, they can get it. Put a pellet in his melon, gotta have it. The niggas broke, don't need no credit. Put your hands around your throat, so breathless. Who them niggas fucking with my nigga Drew? Youngest in charge, stand the crew. Fuck around, end up stand the fool. Eat these rappers, I'm a hungry dude.
Ain't had no idea why they on what they be on. I ain't tripping on it, pull up for the skriller, then I'm gone. I said, ain't had no idea why they on what they be on. I ain't tripping on it, pull up for the skriller, then I'm gone. Gang, gang.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you. It's URP. We are so thankful for our listeners out there. Thank you in Listenerland. Make sure this is a COVID edition number 3. COVID edition number 3. Imperetiv was chilling with us. That was dope. Thank you for calling all the way from Toronto. We keeping it real in the city of Vancouver. Recording live from Olympic Village. Sending in pre-recorded messages for April 7th. I'm celebrating a birthday, y'all. We're doing it. Peace.